of your friends is missing this class, probably because we have got accommodation of 100 people in this class. So if they cannot join and complaining, sorry for that. They can go to YouTube and they can, enjoy the class from there. So the channel name is Hassle Free Education. Okay, now I'd like to read some comments from you. So Khadija said, can I speak English fluently when you speak? Okay. Rulamin said, how to improve my skill? Okay. Anybody else? Okay, it's still, okay, let me, okay. Excellent, excellent, thank you. Thank you very much for sharing that. So I'll try my best to give you support for 5 days. And after that, I'll give you the guideline how to go further, and that's gonna help you a lot. So as Nafi just shared, my name is Hassan Habib, and I'm from Bangladesh. And I was born and brought up in a middle class family. My father was a high school teacher and my mother was a primary school teacher, right? And I'd like to see, okay, so Jan said, where is our teacher? Okay, Jan, it's me, right? So now, as I was sharing my family, so then I was very humble and I was blessed to get such a supporting family. They helped me a lot to study at UK University. I studied my master's in international business. I studied from Birmingham City University. Then I went to post-study work because there is a rules here. So if you'd like to study at a UK University and after finishing your course, you can apply for 2 years work permit. That's called post-study work visa. And I did that. And after that, I had an opportunity to go to entrepreneurship visa. That's called business visa as well. Then we have started our business. It's called Hassle Free Education. And we started helping students around the world in London, Birmingham, Manchester, Milton, Keynes, Leeds, Canada. And we have got an office. We have got 3 offices internationally. So it's Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, and in Bangladesh you have got 2 offices. One is in Dhaka, the other one is in Sylhet, right? So that's the little bit of introduction what we do and who am I. So if you have got any questions, please type in the chat box. I'd like to take you 2-3 questions. Then we're gonna jump into the class right away, and we're gonna share a lot of things. We're gonna practice. We're gonna shout. We're gonna cheer up. Then this is how we're gonna finish the class in 90 minutes, right? So please type in the chat box if you have got any questions at all. I'd like to see your question. Then we're gonna start going to the class. Any questions at all? Okay, so Sharia Hassan said, is there a certificate for this speaking course? Of course, and I'm gonna share it with you. So of course, we're gonna give you a certificate, but there are some sort of conditions you need to follow. Okay, Antu said, how are you? Yeah, I'm really great. Thanks for asking. Hope you're doing well. So any questions at all, just type in the chat box, then we're gonna go through it. Okay, okay, got it. Is certificate effective? Jan, of course, I would say, because you're gonna get a certificate from UK organization who are very much expert in admission at UK, Canada, and US universities, right? And who'd like to take a class with one of the British IELTS instructor? Just type in the chat box, me. I'd like to see how many of you would like to get a class from British IELTS instructor. So that's going to be bonus class. So you're going to have 5 classes with me. And after that, you're going to have a class with a British native speaker, British IELTS instructor. Okay, so there are a lot of students that are saying me. Okay, thank you. Thanks for sharing that. So are you really excited for today's class? Type in the chat box who is excited. If you're excited, please type in the chat box excited. Just I'd like to see how many of you really excited. Okay. Excellent. So now I made sure that you hear me properly, you see me properly, and you are communicating with me properly. So now I'd like to introduce you the Zoom. I know some of you are very much expert in Zoom, but some of you are not. So now On your Zoom, if you are watching from mobile, you will see there is an option. It's called chat. So if you just type in the chat box, I can and send to everyone. I can see that. That's the first thing. Second thing is you have got some sort of options. You can mute yourself and unmute yourself. So I haven't given you the permission to unmute yourself. So sometimes we need to do a lot of practice. In that case, I'm gonna request you to unmute yourself and you need to unmute, right? And the last thing I'd like to share with you is if you'd like to be a really good speaker, you need to speak a lot. And when we're gonna ask for practicing, you should practice a lot and you should practice loudly. So who's gonna agree with me? If you agree with me, please type in the chat box agreed. I'd like to see how many of you really agreed with me that when I'm gonna give you the option to practice with me, you need to practice with me. Okay, so a lot of students are agree. So this is called communication, right? So before starting the class, I'd like to tell a story. Then we're gonna jump into the class and we're gonna enjoy the class together. So regarding the English, I was really scared to learn this language. And I failed English in my SSC test. I failed, right? So that time the pass mark was 17 and I got 15. I failed in test. So you are unlucky. You got a teacher who failed in test, right? In SSC exam. Before SSC exam, you know, you have got some sort of exam. It's called test. I failed that. And second time, I tried a lot to manage pass, and I did it. I'm really blessed. I'm really thankful to God. And the second time, when I studied in intermediate, and I was about to fail again, and I had a very good relationship with some of my friends who has got seats around me. They helped me out to pass intermediate. That kind of a student I was, right? So the next thing, what I did, why I was learning English. Now I'd like to share with you. Probably you have got many reasons. I'd like to share with you what was my reason. So I studied at University of Chittagong in history. Probably a lot of students, they're brilliant. Even, I mean, if you get chance to study history, probably you'll not go for it, but I did it, right? And during my master class, I was enjoying a class with one of the teacher, and he had PhD from USA, and he used to teach us, and he used to give the lecture in English. And when he was giving the lecture in English, there are some sort of rules and regulation in his class, and he said, I'm going to deliver the class. If you have got any questions, please write it down. And at the end, if you have got any questions, raise your hand and ask me. And I was really excited. I was taking a lot of notes, and he was delivering the lecture regarding Second World War, as I was a student of history. And he mentioned something, a word, it's called embargo. Please type in the chat box if you follow me right. Embargo. Embargo. I'd like to see how many of you can spell it right. Embargo. Yeah, type in the chat box. Do you know what's the meaning of this? So please type in the chat box embargo, and yeah, type in the chat box meaning as well. What does mean embargo? What does embargo mean? Right? So he used this word embargo, and I didn't understand that. Yeah, that's right, Ron. Congratulations, Ron. So that means ban, right? So I raised my hand. I said, "Excuse me, sir, I didn't understand that," and he got angry. He became furious, and he said, "Get out from my class." Right? So you don't understand this simple word of, and you don't deserve to sit my class. Get out from my class, and you broke the rule. And I said, I'm so sorry. I didn't understand. I forgot your rules. Can I please stay here? He said, no, get out from my class. And so I put my books inside the bag, and I went outside, and I stayed outside of the class, and I was enjoying the class, the rest of the class, right? That was the thing. And you know what happened is, I was insulted. So just imagine, so you are sitting in a classroom, there are 60, 70 students, all are your classmates, and you are studying at university level, and you are doing masters, and the teacher kicked you out from the class. And that moment I made the decision that I got to learn English, right? And still today, I'm thanking my teacher, because if he didn't kick me out from the class, probably I wouldn't learn English, and I wouldn't be here in the UK, right? So so I'm taking the class from my London office, and I just requested all my colleagues to go to the break, so that I can have a conversation with you and I can hear you. So I'd like to just show you the London office. This is the office. We had a training. We have got around 10 people working in this workstation. So yeah, this is the thing. Now, please tell me, what's the reason you want to learn English? Do you have any sort of pain inside? That's the reason you want to learn English. So please share on the chat box why you want to learn English. Type in the chat box. I'd like to see how many of you have got pain, something like me, and you made the decision and you're gonna learn English, whatever it takes. Type in the chat box, please. Okay. Okay. So to clear the IELTS, okay, excellent. Studying abroad, okay, excellent. Communication after going abroad, okay, excellent. Abroad, okay, I know, I do understand that you have got some sort of I would say purpose, and that's why you want to learn English. But do you have any sort of pain like me? So what is your pain? Why did you make the decision that definitely I'm learning English? Okay, okay, I'm reading a lot of comments. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so someone said bitter life. Mm-hmm. Okay, okay, excellent, excellent, got it. Okay, so Antu said love English. And I said for higher study. Okay, excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, excellent. So now I'd like to share my screen so that you can see my screen, and we're gonna go to the class. So okay, let me share my screen. Here you go. Okay, this was the skin. So can you please type in the chat box if you can see my skin properly? Okay. Let's see if you can see my skin properly. Okay, excellent, excellent. Mm-hmm. Okay, okay, excellent. So now, so uh, probably you have heard that hassle-free education, and I would recommend you please follow our page hassle-free education, because most of the time we give a lot of updates information. So by the way, I'm really happy today. Would you like to know the reason why I'm so happy today? Type in the chat box. Just gaze and type in the chat box. Why am I so happy today? I'm so happy today, right? So type in the chat box. Let's see. Okay, so I'm so happy today. I'd like to see if you know the reason. Okay, someone said we are with you. Okay, yeah, that's the reason. Yeah, I can't ignore it. Definitely. Anything else? I got the opportunity to see you. Okay, 100 participants. Okay, because you all are Bangladeshi. Okay, no, that's not right. We have got so many students from India, Pakistan as well, and other countries as well, from UK as well, right? Foundation day of your institute. Okay, that's not right. So we have been serving students till 2014, right? So it's almost 14. It's almost 6 years, I think. Okay, anybody else? Okay, so you are helping a lot of people like struggling me. Okay, anybody else? Okay, okay, that's not the reason. I'm telling you right now. So someone called me at 3 o'clock at night. So I think Bangladeshi time is 8:30 or something. It's 9 o'clock. And the person called me and he said he got visa. Type in the chat box if you heard me right. What's the reason? One of our students got visa today, and that's why I'm so excited, so happy, right? So please type in the chat box if you follow me. What's the reason I'm so happy today? Okay, excellent. Okay. So the question is, Why am I so happy today? Okay, so one of our students got visa today in the morning. I got the news. That's why I'm so happy. Okay, I don't like to take a lot of time. So now I'd like to share with you who we are, right? So we are the number one leading student consultancy firm in the UK. We help students to UK universities, and our service is completely free. We don't charge anybody else, and that's the thing I have shared. We have got offices in London, Birmingham, Manchester, and we are operating from Leeds, Milton Keynes, Montreal, Lahore, and Dhaka, right? And uh, recently, we have seen a lot of students, they are really, really interested to study in Canada and USA as well. So we have added recently, and we are helping with that as well, right? So probably by this time, you know the chat box. So if you'd like to say something, just type in the chat box and I'll see your question. Okay, now, so this is the thing I'd like to share with you is this is 5 days speaking class. This is the challenge. So every day we're gonna enjoy the class with you here. And after that, at the end of the class, you will get a homework. So all you got to do, you need to submit your homework in a page. It's called IELTS and a study in the UK, US, and Canada. So this is a homework you got to do at the end of the class. So if you follow me right, please type in the chat box homework. I'd like to see how many of you really understood me what I just said. Homework. Type in the chat box homework. So at the end of the class, you need to submit a homework. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Okay. Okay, so once you submit your homework, you're gonna get feedback. And this is the like-minded community, right? And so also you're gonna have a class with British teacher, as I shared with you. And at the end, you will have some sort of opportunities to work with us. So we have got so many student consultants. Right now, I think we are 37. So if you'd like to, work with us as a student consultant, of course, you got to deserve some sort of qualities. And once you fulfill all the criteria, so we're gonna bring you in our team and you're gonna work with us, right? So now the question is, why are we doing this? So that's the question I'm gonna ask you. So we are taking 5-day challenge. So we're gonna give one more class with Steve. Why would like to do this? Please type in the chat box. Why do you think we are doing this? Why? Why we are doing this? So this is completely free. You don't have to pay anything to come to the class. And I'm taking 5-day challenge. And on the top of that, Steve is gonna take one class. So why you are doing this? Okay, Jan said you know better. Okay. Okay, so these are the reasons we are doing this. Number one, so we will train up over 1,200 people in 2021. So every month, we are training students to be a fluent speaker. That's the one reason. And you can say this is our social activities. That's the thing we do. And it's completely. Okay, so number one is students who would like to get who'd like to settle in the UK, US, or Canada. That's the first thing we are looking for. So if you are a student and if you'd like to settle in the UK, US, and Canada, so you need to clear your IELTS. And that's the reason we are doing for you. It's completely free. So that you got to have some sort of experience with British teacher. Once you have the confidence, you can win, you can achieve whatever you want to achieve, right? That's the first reason. Second reason is entrepreneurs. So especially the entrepreneurs who'd like to sell their service and product cross the boundary, for example, in UK, US, and Canada. So they got skills, they know what to sell, they know how to sell, but they don't have English skills. That's why they cannot sell to UK, US, and Canada. So let's say you are a freelancer and you know how to build a website. So if you charge a Bangladeshi businessman, probably gonna charge 5 to 10,000 taka, right? The same service, if you can sell to UK people, US and Canada, probably you can charge them £500, like 50,000, 1 lakh, right? So that's the another reason we are helping entrepreneurs and freelancers. And the last category people, they would like to face viva voce, they need a job, and that's why they would like to get this course, and they would like to get the confidence up, and this is why we would like to help those sort of students as well. So so 3 conditions to speak English fluently, right? I'd like to share with you only 3 conditions. If you follow, you will be able to speak English fluently. Number 1, you got to invite your friend to practice with you. So can you please type in the chat box, one of your best friend name you're gonna offer this opportunity and you'd like to practice with your friend. Type in the chat box, who is your best friend you'd like to speak with. Type in the chat box, please. Okay, so Antu said Rifat, said Hamim, okay, Bakur, okay. Yeah, so you need a friend, that's the first condition. So once you finish this class, please, talk with your best friend and say, look, this is the great opportunity I'd love to practice with you. So can you please fix a time, like 30 minutes to 60 minutes time. So every day we're gonna practice together, right? That's the first condition. Second condition is, you got to attend 5-day challenge, because in this class you're going to learn so many things and you're going to practice after the class. And the third thing is, you got to submit your homework every day. You got to submit your homework every day. So 3 conditions, I repeat. You need to practice with your best friend who is not there to find your mistakes. And second thing is, you need to attend 5 days class. And the third thing is, you need to submit your homework. Now I'd like to share a story, my story. And before that, I'd like to share with you something. So I think day before yesterday, I saw an IELTS group and someone uploaded a video, and I think more than 200 people, they put the negative comments. Your accent is not good. You should learn English fast, blah, 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 right? There are a lot of haters. The person, I appreciate a lot, because he has got courage, brave to put out the group, and people are passing negative comments. That's happened to my life as well. When I used to study at University of Chittagong, I approached a few friends, right? I started, when they come to us, especially me, I started speaking in English, and they say, you are crazy, right? And they also say, where would you like to go, India, after doing IELTS? They started laughing at me, and I'm blessed that they started laughing at me, and I got the interest from them. I practiced more. I made more friends, and this is how I'm here today. So now that's why I'm saying, you need to have some sort of friends who can practice with you, who can share with you. I mean, you are the like-minded. Don't go to someone else who's going to laugh at you. Oh, your English is not good. You are making a lot of mistakes. Your accent is not right. You speak like that other person. So that's why you got to have some sort of like-minded people. Please type in the chat box, like-minded people. I'd like to see how many are you following me. Like-minded people. Type in the chat box. Like-minded people. Like-minded people. Yeah, that's right. Like-minded people. Okay. So Ron said, I don't have any friends. So I'm going to give you some hints and tips how to make a friend. So like-minded people means you want to learn English for a reason. It might be a study abroad. It might be getting a job. It might be something else, whatever the reason. So all you got to do is you need to find out like-minded people. So once you get like-minded people, then you can practice with them. So I'm going to share you the Facebook group. It's called IELTS and Study in the UK. So once you go there, you're going to join that group to submit your homework. So all you got to do, you need to inspire each other. Please type in the chat box, inspire each other. I'd like to see how many of you are following me. Inspire each other. Yeah, that's the thing you need to do. You need to inspire each other, not to discuss. Inspire each other. So once you upload your what is called homework, then watch 5 videos what your friends submitted, right? And just comment them, excellent, outstanding, you have done really well. So this is how you're gonna inspire each other. So if you understood me, please type in the chat box, understood. I'd like to see how many of you really understood. Right? So you got to watch 5 to 10 videos from your friends who's going to submit that. and then you need to comment your friend's video. So watch the video and just comment, excellent, outstanding. We are not here to find your mistakes. We are here to inspire each other, because I know if you're really confident, if you know what to do, if you're really committed, you're gonna crush it, you're gonna achieve it, right? So that's why all we got to hear is we need to inspire each other. That's the first thing. And second thing is, um, now I'm going back to Ron. So he said, I don't have any friends who can speak with me, who can practice with me. This is your his opportunity to make some friends. So what you need to do, you need to comment each other, like, you know, excellent, I have watched your video. Just put a comments and then send a text message on the Facebook, right? Send a message that, hey, I have watched your video, you speak very well. Is it okay? I mean, if we can practice together, and the person will say yes. But don't be over smart. I know there are a lot of people, I mean, they are here for different reason, and I don't like to disclose it. You know what I'm talking about. And they say, who would like to practice with me? I have got a messenger. You don't need 10 people. You need only one person or two people, right? So that's how you got to do it. So you need to comment, you need to inspire each other, then send a direct message on Facebook Messenger that I'm really, really interested in to talk with you. Is it okay if I practice 30 to 60 minutes every day, and fixing a time, scheduling a time? They'll say yes. So that's the thing you need to do, right? So Jan, that's not the way. I didn't tell that this is my number. Serious people, no, you shouldn't do this. And if you don't follow me, you know, I have got around 10, 15 people behind the scene. They are my team. They will ban you from this class. Don't do that. Follow me. Follow my instruction. So all you got to do, once you submit your homework, then do it, right? So dear team, can you please ban Techno from here? Just ban him, remove him from this group. Okay, so that's the thing, that's the thing you need to do. You need to follow my instruction, what I'm saying. I said we're going to practice, we're going to give you a topic, and once you practice, do that homework, submit your homework to the IELTS preparation group, and then comment each other, inspire each other. And after one or two classes, once you see that someone is speaking, then just request them, can you please schedule with me, would like to practice together. This is how we make friends, not to give a post that I'd like to speak with you, please make a messenger group, all that stuff. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's not the thing you got to do. So you need one or two people, serious people, and that's gonna help you a lot to improve yourself, right? I think, Ron, I answered your questions. Probably a lot of students, they do it. Okay, so I didn't say that. Let's create a group. So I said we have got a Facebook group. You should join there. You should submit your homework. If you like to practice with someone else, just comment that outstanding, you have done well, these sort of things, and then send a direct message that I have watched your video. You can speak well. I'd like to practice with you. Is it okay? Just ask for the permission, and they'll give you the permission, right? And there are a lot of spammers here, and we are aware about it, and we'll ban one by one all the spammers. And anyway, you'll see that the spammers, I mean, once you see their message and all that stuff, you'll understand. So please avoid them, follow my instruction, and this is how I help over I would say 5,000 to 7,000 people, because once upon a time I was a language teacher. So this is my DNA. So you should follow me, what I'm saying right now. The reason is, I'd like to share with you why you should follow me. So when I started business, I was struggling with a lot of things, and I didn't know what to do. Then I find a mentor. Mentor means who has been there where I want to go. So I found a business mentor, and I said, can you please help me? And he said, yes. Then wherever I'm struggling, I'm asking and I'm following him in instruction. And this is how we build a business is worth of £1,000,000, right? So all you got to do, you need to follow my instruction if you think I deserve to be your mentor. So please type in the chat box, how many do you think I can help you as a mentor? Please type in the chat box, mentor. I'd love to see how many of you think I can help you as a mentor. Type in the chat box, mentor. Okay, yeah, that's right. That's right. Thanks for responding. So playful, right? Don't be a spectator. So, once you, you know the difference between watching a football match and playing a football match. So you are here not to watch, play. So play 100%, right? So now I'm gonna give you answer. What are the two conditions to claim your gift? Number one is you need to attend 5 days attendance class, and you need to submit your homework. So if you do these two things, you're gonna get your certificate. So if you got it, type in the chat box, got it. I'd like to see how many of you got it right now. So you need to attend 5 days class and you need to submit your homework. So once you do these two things, you're gonna get a certificate. Okay, so now I'd like to share with you something. You got to commit yourself for 5 days. If you cannot commit yourself, this is not for you. So how many of you are really committed to attend 5 days challenge and to submit your homework and get a certificate and probably opportunity to work with us? So if you are committed, please type in the chat box committed. I'd like to see how many of you are really committed, because what you see, probably out of 100 people, probably 10 people, they will not get the certificate, because once I tell them, probably all of you, probably you're going to attend the class, but after that, probably you are not submitting homework. That means you don't deserve the certificate. So make sure you follow my instruction, right? Okay, so now this is the 5 day challenge. So how many of you have taken the challenge? So if you have taken the challenge, please type in the chat box challenger. I'd like to see how many, if you have taken the challenge, type in the chat box challenger. Okay, so there are a lot of challengers. Excellent. So now the instruction is you got to keep your mic muted and you need to unmute your mic when I request, and you need to follow the instruction. These are the 3 things you need to follow. I repeat, you need to unmute yourself when I request, and you need to follow the instruction, right? Now, so this is the class for home. So if you're a beginner, so this is the class for you. So I know probably you understand me 40%, 50%, that's quite enough. So you stick to the class. And if you just keep listening me, this is how you are developing your listening skill, right? Probably right now, probably you don't understand 100%, that's absolutely fine. And if you know the basic English and if you like to improve your fluency, this is the class for you. If you're scared of speaking, this is the class for you. And if you'd like to get a desired score in your IELTS exam, this is the class for you as well, right? So now you have known me. So I'm the CEO of SLP Education, and I studied international business from Birmingham City University, and I used to be a language teacher, and today I'm your teacher, and we're gonna continue this class for 5 days plus bonus a class with Steve, right? So this is the today's lesson. We're gonna learn very small thing. This is called be verb. So if you understand what I just said, please type in the chat box be verb, B-E-B verb. Please type in the chat box. I'd like to see how many of you are following me. Be verb. Type in the chat box. Be verb. Okay, excellent. Yeah, that's right. So we're gonna learn how to use be verb, and we would like to introduce ourselves. So now, this is the thing. I got a warning for you. So there is a saying is called, if you pay attention. So this is normal thing. So a lot of you probably will not pay attention because you didn't pay for this. But usually if I would charge you for this class, probably I'd charge you 10,000 taka, rupee, whatever it is, or 100 pound, right? So please make sure that you pay attention. Okay, so now I'd like to take you to the class. So this is the be verb, right? This is the be verb. So for present, we use am, is, are. These are the 3 things we use. For present form, we use am, is, are. Can you please type in the chat box am, comma, is, comma, are? Type in the chat box, please. Am, comma, is, comma, are. Am, comma, is, comma, are. Yeah, that's the present form. Am, is, are. We know it. This is the present form we are using, right? Am, is, are. So can you please write down a sentence using am? So using am, please write down a sentence. For example, I am something. Type in the chat box. I'd like to see. Okay, I'm a student. Okay, I'm an honest guy. Okay, excellent. Okay, type in the chat box. I'd like to see. So play full. Don't watch the football match. Play the football match, right? So don't be a spectator, be a player. So I'd like to see you are playing here. Okay, so excellent, excellent, excellent. I'm a billionaire. Excellent, excellent. Okay, I'm a student, I'm a teacher. Okay, so I'm a such kind of person who has got big dream. Okay, excellent. Okay, excellent, excellent, excellent. So you can make a lot of sentences using am. So can you please give me a sentence using is, is. So type a sentence using is. He is, she is, Tony is, whatever. Type in the chat box. Okay, he's a my father is a teacher. Okay, excellent. He's a boy. Okay, excellent. You can make it. Can you please give me another sentence using are? Are, A-R-E-R. Just give me a sentence, A-R-E-R. So please give me a sentence. So we are attentive. Okay, excellent. You are good. Okay, you are a great teacher. Okay, they are good people. Okay, excellent, excellent, excellent. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for sharing that. So now I'm going to give you some sort of a structure so that you can follow me what I mean by that. So see here. Okay, so here's the structure. If you just follow me, this is could be the structure. So fluency means what? So without thinking and taking a lot of time, if you can deliver whatever you want to say, that's called fluency. Please type in the chat box, how many of you'd like to get a fluency? Type in the chat box fluency. I'd like to see. How many of you'd like to get the fluency? Type in the chat box fluency. Fluency, yeah. Type in the chat box fluency. So I'd like to see how many would like to have fluency. So if you'd like to get fluency, you need to practice a lot. You need to speak a lot. You need to make a lot of sentences. That's what we are doing here. So now you can see. So using I can make sentence like I am a student. So in pronunciation is am a student. So see, I'll make a lot of sentence. So I'm a student, I was a student, and I will be a student. So I made 3 sentences. I'm a student, I was a student, I will be a student. So now if you like to make a lot of sentences using we, so we are students, we were students, we will be students. So you, if it is one person, then you are a student, you were a student, you will be a student. If it is more than one, then you use we, you. So you are students, so just we put s, right? And they, so they are students, they were students, they will be students. He is a student, he was a student, he will be a student. She was a student, she is a student, she will be a student. Tony is a student, Tony was a student, Tony will be a student. This is how we make a lot of sentences, right? This is the structure. So what I'm going to do, I will unmute yourself. Are you ready for this? So once I say, give me a lot of sentences. So we're going to start from here. I'm a student, I was a student, I'll be a student. We are students, were students, we will be students. You are. So I'm not sure why it's called muted. So please be careful, don't mute me, Tim. So this is how we're gonna make a lot of these students. So what I'm gonna do, I'll just unmute yourself. So here you go. Okay, so I'll unmute yourself. So when I say 3, 2, 1, go, you need to give me all the sentences. We're gonna start with I, make 3 sentences, we 3 sentences, you 3 sentences. Are you ready? If you're ready, please type in the chat box ready. I'd like to see how many of you'd like to practice with me. Okay. Okay. Okay, please type in the chat box ready. I'd like to see how many of you would like to practice with me. Type in the chat box ready. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I will request you unmute yourself. So once I request you to unmute yourself, you'll see notification. Just click unmute and practice with me. Ready? So 3, 2, 1, go. So please unmute yourself and let's start. A student.
I am a student.
So
I were a student.
student, I'll be a student. Where
Are a student.
I'm a student.
you
I'm
We
a
are a
are a
student.
student.
student. We'll be
Are
students.
a
You're a
student.
Are a
student.
student.
We
We are a
are
student.
We are a student.
Fun is a
any
student.
students. I
A
were a
student.
Funny is
student.
a
Are a
student.
student.
Funny
And
were
we
a
are a
student.
student.
Could be a student.
Student.
Could be a student.
Is a
People
student.
student.
Our
Is a
we were
Student.
yes.
he was a
A
student.
You
student.
was a student.
Student.
All are yes.
Thank you. Thank you. So see, I can see who is practicing with me and who is not because there is a mic sign. So if you practice is vibrating, right? I can see you are speaking. And if you're not speaking, I can also see. So I'm going to give you another opportunity to make a lot of sentences. So you're going to start with I, we, you, they, he, she, 20, one by one, right? So you're going to make 3 sentences using one subject. So again, I'm going to unmute yourself. This time, there is a challenge. You got to give me all the sentences using one breath. How many breath? Type in the chat box. Just one breath. One breath. Yeah, that's right. So we'll try to make a lot of sentences within short period of time. So are you ready? So if you're ready, please unmute yourself again. So please unmute yourself. Yeah.
I am
Ready?
a student. I was a student. I will be a student. We are a student. We were a student. We will be a student. We are a student. Are a student. They were a student. They will be a student.
You were a student.
You was a
Student.
student.
I was a
Student.
student.
They will be a
You
student.
were
I
a
am
student.
a student.
And he is
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. So now, so this is the thing you can see. This is the thing. So now, can you please give me a sentence using Amijar? So give me a sentence using Amijar. So how do you express, how do you make a sentence to say your name? Type in the chat box. So for example, I'm gonna say my name is Hassan Habib. So how gonna say your name? Type in the chat box using Amijar. So my name is Fahim, my name is Razi, Manjur, okay? Type in the chat box. Everyone else, play full, right? Play 100%. So just tell your name, how you're gonna say using Amijar, okay? Excellent, excellent. Thank you, thanks for sharing that. So Sadia, yeah, Mayon, Shaun, Ruhul, Dipu, okay, excellent. Type in the chat box. This is Polashuddin, okay? Rijal, full-time student. So just say your name, how to say your name using Amijar. Please type in the chat box. Excellent. Excellent. Got it. Got it. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. Okay, Sonia, Nahid, Mamun. Okay, excellent. Topu. Okay, thank you. So now the next question I'm going to ask you. So how do you say, where are you from? So for example, your hometown. So for example, me, I'm going to say I'm from Harlow. I'm from Harlow. I'm from UK. So I'm from Harlow, is a small town. Type in the chat box, where are you from? Okay, so someone said Bajar, Bangladesh, Colombo, Kumilla, Pakistan. Okay, Sylhet. So write down the name of your hometown. I'm from. Where are you from? Okay, I'm from Chittagong. Okay, I'm from Bangladesh, Rajshahi, to be more specific. Excellent, excellent. Thanks for sharing that. Thanks for responding. I do appreciate it. Okay, so the next thing I'd like to say is resident. So I'm a resident of UK. What about you? Type in the chat box. I'm a resident of UK. So what about you? Type in the chat box. I'm a resident of, okay, type in the chat box. I'm resident of Bangladesh, BD. I'm resident of India. Okay, excellent. Please type in the chat box. E got to play full. Type in the chat box. I'd like to see. Okay, excellent, excellent. Thanks for sharing that. Thanks for sharing that. So number 4 is profession. Number 4 is profession, right? So for example, I'm a teacher, right? I'm a businessman. I'm an entrepreneur. So for example, here, I'm a teacher. So type in the chat box, what's your profession? Yeah, type in the chat box. I'm a freelancer. Thanks, Nahid, for sharing that. Student, okay, Maruf said student, Palash said student. Okay, student, professional, accountant. Okay, excellent, Ruhul Amin. Thanks for joining us. So that's what I would like to help out a lot of freelancers, entrepreneurs, business people, right? So I'm a working person. Okay, so you can say I'm an employee. I'm a programmer. Okay, excellent, excellent. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. Now, so number 5. So what does your father do? For example, my father was a high school teacher. he's late, I'm sorry to say. So he passed away last November. um, Still I can remember I started taking the class. So I think third day, and after that I couldn't, sit in front of the camera. However, my one of my colleagues continued that. Right. So type in the chat box. What does your father do? So my father was a high school teacher. So what about you? So my father is a teacher. He's late. Okay. He's a farmer. Okay, excellent. Um, Excellent, excellent, excellent. My father is an expatriate. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. So if you know the meaning of expatriate, so that means he lives in another country. Okay, ex-business person. Okay, excellent. So retiree. Okay, thank you. Thanks for sharing that. What about your mother? What does your mom do? Type in the chat box. So my mother was a primary school teacher. Type in the chat box. My mother was a primary school teacher. So what about your mom? Type in the chat box. I'd like to see. Excellent, excellent. I'm glad that you're responding so much. You're playing full. You're not a spectator. You're not watching the game. You're playing the game. And this is how you're going to improve yourself, right? Excellent, excellent. So now, number 7, would like to say something about our family members. So for me, I would say there are 7 members in my family. What about you? Type in the chat box. There are dash members in my family. What about you? Type in the chat box, exact sentence. There are 3 members in my family. Excellent, Fahim. Riazul, excellent. There are 8 members in my family. Okay, type in the chat box. I'd like to say there are 5 members in my family. Okay, excellent. I'd like to see everyone else comment. Rifas said there are 4 members in my family. Sharia said 5 members in my family. Excellent. I'm glad to know that there are 7 members in my family. Excellent. So when you introduce yourself, you'd like to make sure that you are not making any mistakes, so you keep going, right? And once you are not making any mistakes, it's going to give you confidence and you can speak more. So that's why this is very, very important thing. Number 8, can you please tell us what is the name of your primary school? Type in the chat box. So I would say my primary school was Ashokati Primary School. So what's your primary school name? Give me the full sentence. Don't play shortcut, right? So you need to play full. So the name of my primary school was XYZ. Type in the chat box. The name of my primary school was XYZ. I'd love to see how many of you would like to give me the exact sentence. The name of my primary school was XYZ, whatever it is. So type in the chat box. I'd like to see everyone else comment. The name of my primary school was da 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 da. Okay, okay, got it. So now, hobby. What's your hobby? So if you've got one hobby, so for example, my hobby is guess what? My hobby is making money. So what's your hobby? Okay, my hobby is gardening. Okay, traveling. Okay, gardening. My hobby is making money, because if I can make more money, I can help more people. So if you have got 2 hobbies, then you should say my hobbies are X and Y. If you've got one hobby, my hobby is this. If you've got 2 or more hobbies, you should say my hobbies are da, right? Okay, so Antu said my hobby is become a billionaire. Yeah, of course, I appreciate that. You got to work on it, right? Don't dream, live your dream. Okay, excellent. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. The last question is future plan. What's your future plan? Type in the chat box. So my future plan is to be Okay, so my future plan is to go to Canada. Excellent. My future plan is to be a businessman. Excellent. Please type in the chat box. I'd like to see everyone else comment. Okay, excellent. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. Thank you. Excellent. Wow, I'm glad you're sharing. Type in the chat box. Once upon a time, when basically my hobby is traveling, right? And that time I was thinking I'm going to travel a lot of countries. and I couldn't share with my friends, probably they're gonna laugh at me. You are here with the like-minded people, you can share each and everything. So my future plan is traveling. I'd like to travel around the world, and I have visited a few countries, but um, I'd like to travel 7 continents in the world, right? So my next thing is going to USA, then Africa. I'd like to see how people are living in the world. So, so of course, I'm going to give you the group name, Azhar. Thanks for asking. Okay, so this is the thing. So now what I'm going to do. I'm going to give a presentation, right? So if you ask me to introduce yourself, I'm going to say, hey everyone, good afternoon. My name is Hassan Habib, and I'm from Harlow Town. I'm a resident of UK. I'm a teacher. My father was a high school teacher, and my mother was a primary school teacher. There are 7 members in my family, and my primary school was Ashukari Primary School, and my hobby is traveling. And my future plan is to be, guess what? My future plan is to help 100 students to bring in the UK, US, and Canada. That's my future plan. So it's going to be the number, right? So every day we'll be getting visa news from our students that who is getting visa in which country. So my future plan is to get or bring 100 students in 2021 in the UK, US, and Canada. That's my future plan, right? So that's the thing I have shared with you. So now I'm not gonna unmute yourself. This is the practice time. So when I say 3, 2, 1, go, you need to introduce yourself. So hey, my name is Hassan Habib. Da, 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 da. Are you ready? If you're ready, please type in the chat box ready. I'd like to see how many of you are really ready to introduce yourself. Type in the chat box ready. Okay, Ria said ready, Zara said ready. Tanvir Ahmed said ready, Ron said ready. Excellent, excellent. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Okay, excellent, excellent. So now we're gonna start together, right? We're gonna start together. So when I say go, you need to start, right? So now you need to speak loudly, right? This is another important strategy to get fluency. If you speak loudly, if you speak fast, if you try to speak fast, this is how you're gonna get fluency. So we're gonna start together. Ready? So please make sure you speak loudly, right? Don't cheat with yourself. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start. Hi, my name is Hassan Habib. I'm from Harlow Town. I'm a resident of UK. I'm a teacher. My father was a high school teacher. My mother was a primary school teacher. There are 7 members in my family, and I was a student of Ashkari's primary school, and my hobby is traveling. And my future plan is to bring 100 students to in the UK, US, and Canada. That's all. Thank you very much. Right. So this is how you got to do it. So now I'd like to unmute yourself. So please unmute yourself and introduce yourself. Right. 3. Please unmute yourself. 3, 2, 1.
Assalamu
My name
alaikum.
is
My
Ajin
name
Abdul
is
Salam
I'm Fazlur Rahman and I'm from
My name is
Australia,
Shahabud
India,
Naris.
and my residence is Bahrain, and my
My
profession
brother
is
is my
my
father
profession is
is
an electrical engineer,
it
and
is
my father is a student, and my
my
mother is a
father
homemaker, and my family consists of Srinagar, and my primary school is a Princess High Secondary School, and my hobby is playing cricket, and my future plan is I'm going to Canada.
Primary school was
future plan is
so
to all around the world.
hobbies. My future plan.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. So who can give a presentation? Who can introduce yourself? So if you can introduce yourself, please type in the chat box me. I'd like to see how many of you can introduce yourself. Type in the chat box me. I'd like to see how many of you can. Okay. So there are a lot of people are saying me. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. So this is how I need to give a presentation, right? This is how I need to give a presentation. So one more time, you're going to practice. I'm going to unmute yourself one more time, and you can see on the screen, you can see Just when I say go, you need to give a presentation, right? So please unmute yourself one more time and give a presentation. So unmute yourself. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start.
Hi,
My
my name is
Here I am
Lord.
from
Dr.
Sri
Rahman,
Lanka.
I'm
Have
from
a English
Pakistan
professor
now,
from
and
University
now
name
I am resident in
University
Bahrain, and I am a electrical engineer. My father name is my father name is
student of
Khaja Muhyiddin. My mother name is Wasila Mira, and there is 7 members in my family. My past 5 years was I was studying. I was.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. So this is the last time we're going to practice one more time, but here is the condition. You got to give me all the 10 sentences using one breath, right? Take a big breath and give me all the sentences. So type in the chat box, please. One, if you follow me, just one. How many breaths you'd like to take? Type in the chat box, please. Just one, right? So using only one breath, you got to give me all the sentences. Excellent, excellent. Thanks for responding. So one, are you ready? So if you're ready, now I'm gonna unmute yourself one more time, right? So you got to give me all the sentences using one breath. So if you have got water, you can take a sip of water. But the condition is one breath, right? And including myself, I'm gonna try as well. So please unmute yourself one more time. Please unmute yourself one more time.
Hi,
Hey everyone, my
My
name
My
is
name is
name
Dr.
Mahir.
Rahman. I'm from Tirunelveli, India. Now I'm
We
resident
are
in
resident
Bahrain,
of
and I'm
Bangladesh.
a electrical engineer. My father name is Khaja Muhyiddin. My other name is Wasila Mira. There was 7 members in my family, and I was a student of I was a student of St. Xavier's High Secondary School,
Members of my
and my
family.
hobby is playing cricket.
Primary
My
school
future plan is
1
to be going to
hobbies
Canada.
are
Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. So now this is the thing you got to do, right? This is the homework. Can you see? If you can see my screen, please type in the chat box. I see. I'd like to see how many of you. Okay, please type in the chat box. Okay. So this is the thing you need to do. You need to practice 10 times in front of the mirror. So you're gonna stand in front of the mirror and you're going to give a presentation. Hi, my name is Hassan Habib. I'm from Harlow Town. I'm a resident of UK. Blah, 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 blah. Da, 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 right? So this is how we need to practice. How many times? Type it in the chat box. How many times you got to practice? Type in the chat box, please. Yeah, 10 times. You need to practice. Don't give me lame excuses. Sir, I'm busy, blah, blah, blah. I'm working. So if you're working, practice. I believe that you go to toilet and practice in toilet. I believe that you take bath. So once you take shower or bath, practice there. There is no excuse. You got to practice 10 times, right? And the second thing is you need to take your phone and you need to record on your phone. I prefer video, right? So if you are not confident enough, so go for audio. But I prefer video. So, record a video, give a presentation. Hi, man. So put the phone down like this and give a presentation. Hi, my name is Habib. I'm from Halotan. Da, 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 da. Record the video. And at the end, say, thanks for watching this video, right? Then upload the video on the Facebook group. I'm going to give you the link right now. So once you record the video, you need to submit to the Facebook group. And the name of the Facebook group is IELTS and study in the UK, USA, and Canada. I have changed the name, UK, US, and Canada. And also comment each other's video, example, well done, excellent, awesome, and get ready for next class. I will request 5 people to present in the next class. So make sure you give presentation, right, on the Facebook group. So this is the Facebook group. If I can see, put the link over there. Where's the link? Okay, Nafisa, can you please put the link here on the Facebook group if you can? So please, so one of our team, can you please just put the link here on the chat box? So, okay, if you've got any questions, please type in the chat box. So, yeah, we're gonna share the link in a minute. Okay, so I'm gonna take the link from here. Just give me one moment. IELTS, okay, Facebook. Okay, so IELTS. Copy. Okay, thank you, Nafiza, for sharing that. So yeah, that's the link. So if you click the link, it's going to take you to the Facebook group and we will accept you, right? So all you got to do, you need to give a presentation on this group. That's the thing. So yeah, a lot of people are already in. Thank you. Thanks for joining this group. So this is the end of the class. So we're going to see you tomorrow at the same time, 2 o'clock. So make sure you practice 10 times and what is called, you upload the video, and this is how we're going to improve a lot. So if you do whatever I just suggested you will see the improvement tremendously. So the first thing is you got to convince all of your friends to practice. Number 2 is you need to attend the class 5 days. And number 3 is you need to submit your homework. And number 4 is if you don't have any friends, so yeah, go to the Facebook group, comment excellent, outstanding, awesome, whatever you feel. And yeah, I recommend record the video on camera and upload. So this is the on kind of a skill as well. So if you can improve this skill, that's going to help you a lot. So nowadays we are recruiting a lot of people. Probably on the Hassle Free Education page, you have seen that we have recruited 10 people in London, right? Only London. And when I was taking the interview, I was asking them, is it okay to go on live from our Facebook page? And most of the people, they say, yeah, they are damn smart, young stars. They said, okay. And if someone said, no, I can't, just I reject them, right? So this is the skill, new skill. So you used to hear that you need to have a lot of skill like English, PowerPoint presentation, MS Word, blah, blah, blah. Now, social media activities, this is another skill, right? So if you understand me, please type in the chat box, understood. This is a new skill, social media, right? And you see Nafiza, how she did the presentation. And you can see all of our, team colleagues, they are not camera shy. If you'd like to give a presentation, they'll jump in, they'll give a presentation. So you got to improve this skill as well. So thank you everyone for joining me today, and would like to see you tomorrow. Make sure you come on time and would like to enjoy the class tomorrow. We're going to share a lot of things. So, and also I'd like to see your video on the Facebook group. Make sure you complete it and you submitted it before tomorrow's class, right? That's your deadline. So thank you everyone.